Penn with head coach Ray Priore, junior quarterback Aidan Sayin, and junior kicker Albert Jang. We're going to open up with a statement from coach, and then we'll go into any questions for players, and then we'll finish up with questions for coach. Coach?
Okay. Love how our kids fought to the end. I always, since the last thing I say to them, be prepared to win the last play of the game. About a year ago, up at their place, and it was flipped the script a little bit, and we walked off with a very similar situation. So understand how that feels. I value the effort. Kids played hard, but you can't make the early mistakes that we did, putting the ball on the ground, block punt and those things. We had a block field goal. Those things kind of change off, but you can't do that and expect to obviously be in those games close. You just make it harder on yourself. But defense thought slow down their running immensely. I don't know if they were. They got it down to backup quarterback, and the kid got hurt. So we'll regroup. We got a good bunch of leaders on this team, and we'll be back to work on Monday.
We'll turn questions over to players.
Go question for Albert, just like that kick, that 51-yard kick, that doesn't happen usually nightly, so how did you feel just like sort of having that moment, just like what were your thoughts after it completely?
I was just excited to be able to have that opportunity. After I kicked that, I just wanted to finish the job. Just great to have that opportunity.
What's the difference between your range and I guess Graham's, and you weren't used in the overtime?
Yeah, I think Graham's done a phenomenal job for us all last year, all this year. I just think I have a little bit bigger of a leg than him. So I think I had the opportunity to hit that longer field goal, and I'm glad I took hold of it. But again, Graham's done a phenomenal job.
And what can you say about the pressure they brought until that last series, and how you guys responded at that point?
They brought stuff. You know what they were gonna bring. We gotta just lock our eyes up, lock our feet up, just get better all around. Execution on offense was poor. So we just need to lock in what we need to do and do our job.
Aidan, can you talk about Bryce Myers a little bit? Real big game from him with over 100 yards.
Yeah, Bryce Myers is a great guy. I mean, he's great in the run game, and he's a passer too. So he's a great asset for our offense, and I'm glad that he was able to get some big plays today.
And can you talk a little bit about the play in the second quarter to Malachi Osley for the 52-yard score?
Yeah, Malachi's got some juice, so we ran down the middle, see if he could beat the linebacker. He did, so gave it to him, wide open, touchdown.
Any other questions for players? Awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are free to go. Anybody can go.
Coach, fourth quarter offense really got rolling, completed a lot of passes, moved the ball. What did you kind of see late in the game from your offense?
Just consistency. I don't know whether we were too excited or just, speed of the game. I'm not sure what it was. We'll have to go back and look at it, but we started to execute better. We played good defense the whole game. We were there, and even to overtime, we've had opportunities for catches to be made, and we just go back and we're gonna sit there and just pull your hair out sometimes. It's the simplest thing, but it's concentration. And again, it's never any one person who comes down to it. You always can break it out to a million different things, and you tell the kids during the course of 80 plays of offense, 80 plays on the defense, especially. You don't know when those moments are going to come when your number's going to be called to come out and make the play. But it was Albert hitting that big kick right there. He's been a long-range kid all through camp. I'm confident with him over that certain distance. And Graham's had a great resume of kicking the ball last year and this year. They've been a rock star. He hit a 42-yarder, or 42-yarder, left a couple weeks ago. So we had everything scripted well, but they just got to come out executing it, and we fell short of a couple of areas.
Coach, what can you say about their defensive game plan and the pressure? They've brought more pressure than they usually do.
Yeah, it seemed like they tried to unsettle us a little bit. Some games and some twists which force us to hold the ball onto it with their coverage a little bit more. And again, it's what you prepare for, what you think they're going to do. And I know Coach Doves and what they've done for years, and he's pretty much a sit back and patient and don't pepper it much, but again, that's part of that. That's the cat and mouse game you do in the profession, and prepare for those things, and then you make the adjustments, which we did, and we started moving the football. And if we look at statistically, we moved the ball, but they had some short fields and they capitalized. And I got to go back down to a play in overtime. It could have been different in play, and it's crazy if you again think back a year ago up there, same scenario. We made two incredible catches, on that last drive going in to score, to put it to overtime, blah blah. We blocked their kick, I mean, the script is almost just completely reversed from a year ago. I love our kids in terms of efforts of coaches and what we've done. And obviously, very, very long season. Lots of things happen during it. Good football team. But you're seeing that across the league right now. Okay, I think you can throw out the records. Everybody's pretty evenly matched all the way around.
Coach, what did you see from the run game tonight? Numbers might have been a little lower than we expected. How do you kind of get that aspect of your offense back on track?
Yeah, I think you got to look at some of the things that they were doing. We ended up going to a little more in the RPO game, and that's really based upon numbers in the boxes. So you have success, you hand the ball off when there's less people there, and vice versa. And then you take the easy routes and combinations, and those were the plays, those big hitting plays we made in the pass game. We're off that run action. But yeah, we got to be able to run the ball more consistently there. And part of the run game is simply not just handing the ball off. It is utilizing the quick pass game and those things, which we've done a very, very good job of. And you got to just go back, rework, and just iron out some things.
Punt block it in the hole early. Is that something you worry about before?
Yeah, again, they went after it. They went with a 10-man block. Okay, we didn't anticipate a 10-man block. They blocked half and half, and again, I have to watch the tape. I really could not tell you where the leakage happened. It looked like it came off of our left side, their right, where it came through the inside rusher. Whether we properly blocked, I couldn't tell for me to tell you right now where it happened. But crucial plays. It's just no different. We turn around and we blocked their field, which was used on short field turnovers and everything else. And our defense came back up to make that play. So special teams comes in really, really interesting parts and how it impacts the game. And again, those have become huge plays because they're hidden within the game. Going into last week's game, Dartmouth had 4 drives inside of Lehigh's 40-yard line, and they capitalized for 20 points. They're very optimistic on that stuff. And a lot of those things they caused and they did those things. So much and a lot of work to still continue to do.
Coach Malachi Hosley, Aidan mentioned guy with some juice, true freshman. What have you seen from him so far early in his Penn career?
Yeah, he's a very, very mature young man. He is a freshman, but I just turned around and done this for a while. His maturity level, his way he processes, the way he practices. And he's got the skill set, so I'm on the ball a little bit, and also that major grab over the middle, which is really, really good to see. And something we knew going into it, we were going to have to feature and get into some more play, which was great to see him do that.
What was your message to the team at halftime?
Message is just relax. Okay, relax. I mean, we talk about being resilient all the time, and you're good in this game. That's why they played in 4 quarters. Sometimes you're going to be up and you're going to be down, and just relax, just play the game, okay? And you build into that, you build in trust. You got to trust in each other, you're going to execute. As soon as you start to press, okay, you try to do too much and too much that you're not supposed to do, then again, that's when the house of cards begin to tumble, okay? I thought we did a good job of regaining our trust in them. It came back and matched the 10-point deficit, which was really, really good to see. And then again, I go back to the defense, kept on slugging away, and which is a very grinded. I mean, I wasn't running around a lot of single wing, but that's basically what it was. It was one man just running the ball, approach to it, which is a totally different way of defending most offenses.
You seem to have a lot of drops, including the one in OT. Is that something that's been happening, or just today?
No, quite frankly, the opposite. Quite frankly, the opposite. We've done a terrific job with that. And again, it's just Michael Jordan missed jump shots every once in a while. You know, I'm just trying to say, what you're 100% right. There were some plays there that we'll go back, and I'm sure he's disappointed himself. But I'll go back and say, we always can point to that one play, that one kick. Do you have one of those one plays that happened during the course of a game? There's probably 10 of them. Okay, so again, Graham felt terrible that he missed that kick. Gotcha, buddy. I understand he wants to do better, but that wasn't just on. Happened to be that moment, in that moment, but again, he's, there's a lot of things that we win as a team, lose as a team, stay together with those things. Never one person.
Coach, you mentioned it a few minutes ago. The run defense versus their run offense felt like a heavyweight battle all night. Nick Howard's obviously a very physical runner. You guys have great interior defensive linemen and linebackers. What's kind of your evaluations on that battle tonight?
Yeah, I mean, despite the end scoring the game, I was very pleased. But it really, honestly, was it very different than last year? It really wasn't. We kept him in line. He's gonna get his yards. I mean, when they go to certain personnel groups, there are 2 tight ends or like another 2 offensive tackles. They're 280 pounds, 380 pounds. Okay, and they bring a lot of beef in there. We did a good job of controlling that part, getting him into. I think I saw down here the number of third down situations that we had him in. 18 third down situations. That's a lot, because that grinded 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards. Last time I checked, that's 12 as a first down. And they've been able to do that with most teams. We were able to really concentrate against that run part of it. Our kids did a great job of the gap. They're going to crease every once in a while. They did. They got the ball bounced out a little bit here and there, but very pleased with how our guys played the run and defend game quite well, I thought.
A game like this, very frustrating first half, frustrating 3 quarters. You come back, and now you tie it and send it to overtime. You were feeling terrible. You're feeling really good, and at the end you lost the game, but you probably feel better than you usually would in a game that you lose.
Absolutely. I think I appreciate that, because again, it is, I'll say this, I'll always say this, it is hard to win. It is hard to win football games, okay? That is flat out hard to win football games. And even when you win, it's hard. It's hard. We won 3 or 4 games last year on last drives, on last. It's hard to win. And our league is very competitive. Each team has got ability in those type of things. But you're right. It's an ebb and flow of a game, and you've got to capitalize on opportunities when you get them. Okay. I know our preparation was good. I mean, how our kids were focused, ready to play. A little antsy playing your first home game. Yeah, maybe a little bit of excitement there. That got it's a little different environment. Love to go away because no one's out there to see you. You're just by yourself and you're just playing, and those things come. But that's the game. We love home games. It's a great atmosphere, great environment. We have a real good crowd today. Just wish we could have finished out a little differently.
Any more questions for Coach?